Hey makeup junkies! Today we are super inspired by Jean-Paul Gaultier, especially his Spring-Summer 2011 collection, which is all about individuality. If you weren't already aware, I know at least in Montreal this summer there's going to be an exhibit going on at the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts. So if you definitely want to get more into what he does as an artist and the history behind his brand, you should definitely check it out. So this season, on the runway for Jean-Paul Gaultier, it's a lot of biker chic, a lot of 80s inspired fashion, 3D floral prints, sheer, chiffons, fishnets. Think a little bit mix of Madonna mixed with kind of just badass biker babe. And you've got a little bit of what we're talking about. As for the makeup and the beauty, really rocker. So you have the mullets, you have the crazy intense eyes, and it's really just screaming individuality. So for this look, you really have to, put your confidence on and really go for it. So to start off, we want to keep our skin very uniform, and we don't want to add any, we're not going to be adding any blushes or bronzers for this look. We really want a beautiful, clean palette that's just free of blemishes and just toned out and smoothed evenly. So I already have my base on. I started with my Skin True foundation. This one's in Natural Ivory. And then I went over with anything that I wanted to cover in specific under eyes or problem areas. I covered with my Skin True concealer palette. And then I just dusted over a little bit of the mineral powder, again in Natural Ivory. This one works really great as a concealer as well. So feel free to use your concealer brush instead of your big fluffy brush, and to really pile on the powder in certain areas that you want to cover up a little bit more. So we're going to start with our eye look. For this look, it's very dramatic, and we're only going to be using one color, believe it or not. We're going to be using Annabelle Studio Pigment, and this one's in Cobalt. It's a really great bright blue. So we're going to basically just use this one dry, and we're going to create the shape that we want. It's going to be a little bit more geometric to go with the punky look we're going for. So I have my pigment, and I'm using my large shader brush to start off. This is the A21 brush. I'm going to put the powder all over my eyelid, and then after start shaping it. So now we're going to do the bottom lash line in the same color. Keep in mind, for this look, we want it really messy. The whole point is for it to look very disheveled and really kind of effortlessly cool. So I'm using my small shader brush, A8, and I'm going to apply it to the lower lash line. So the next part is optional. Like I said, this look is really more about this one color for the eyeshadow. However, as seen on the Spring 2011 runways, we are going to mix it up a little bit because there were a lot of variations for this look. So I'm going to add a little bit of black in patches to make it kind of look like almost a black eye. You really want that kind of rough look. So I'm going to be using my mono eyeshadow. This one's in Ebony. And I'm going to use my large shader brush, A21, to just add little, I guess, to blend into a little bit of a bruised effect, if you will. So let's start. For the next step, because we're totally badass with this look, we're going to completely forget curling our lashes and go straight to the mascara. So I'm using 2 coats of volumelash.com mascara. So as you can see, we're all done our eyes. As they're really dramatic and very bright, we want to lay low a little bit with the rest of the makeup on our face. So we're just going to finish off this look with a swipe of gloss on our lips and call it a day. So I'm going to be using the Annabelle Le Gloss Lip Shine. This one's in Breathless. It's a really nice pink. It's very sheer, and basically it just adds a little bit of shine to your lips. Doesn't take away any color or add much either. So we've got our rockin' makeup on, and now I'm sure you want to know what you can pair this with as far as fashion goes. obviously Jean Paul Gaultier's can be a little bit pricey, can add up pretty quickly. So I have a couple of pieces from my wardrobe to show you of, I guess, you know, budget-friendly buys that you can incorporate into your routine and your own wardrobe that have the same punch that his stuff does. So I'm a big fan of Forever 21, and this is one of the shirts from them. I mean, you can see that the big shoulders with the sequins and the beading and the chains. That's an awesome detail to have on anything. And I mean, you can get this on boots, you can even, you know, bedazzle your jeans, anything. You can really take it to the next level and do it yourself. There's also this dress that I have. It's from Bebe, or BB as some people call it, and it's kind of leather look-alike. So it's actually a stretch fabric, and there's little I guess brooches and jewels and chains again, and that just adds again a little bit of a punch to a somewhat normal dress. So you want to be looking really for details that make your outfit stand out, because think biker chick / 80s with mullets, but don't do a mullet. No, no, no. Not all beauty trends are made to follow. See ya.